Every single day, millions of Americans squeeze this bottle without once asking, where does it actually come from? The answer will shock you. Sunlight produces over 2 billion bottles of dish soap annually. That's enough liquid to fill more than 800 Olympic-sized swimming pools every single year.
This facility spans over 40 football fields. Machines run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, never stopping.
Sunlight's lemon dish soap has been cleaning American kitchens since 1949. Over 70 years of grease-cutting chemistry, and the formula is still evolving today. Today, we're going inside. From raw chemical ingredients to that iconic yellow bottle, every step, every machine, every secret. Let's go.
It all begins before sunrise. Giant tanker trucks arrive carrying thousands of gallons of the key ingredient. And it's not what you'd expect.
From above, the Sunlight plant looks like a city unto itself. A labyrinth of pipes, tanks, conveyors, and towers stretching as far as the eye can see. Step 1 begins in the raw material receiving area, a zone most people will never see. This is where Sunlight's chemistry actually starts. The star ingredient is linear alkyl benzene sulfonate, or LAS. It's a powerful synthetic surfactant that breaks the bond between grease and your dishes.
LS works by having two personalities. One end loves water, the other loves oil. Together, they trap grease and rinse it away completely.
This facility receives up to 80,000 kilograms of LAS every single week. It arrives as a thick, honey-like concentrate, highly concentrated and chemically active.
From the tankers, LAS is pumped directly into climate-controlled storage tanks, each one holding the equivalent of 10,000 bathtubs of raw surfactant. But LAS alone cannot make dish soap. The lemon scent comes from a completely separate and surprising source. Sunlight's lemon fragrance is engineered using a blend of real citrus oils and synthesized compounds. It took 2 years to perfect. Fragrance concentrate arrives in sealed drums, each one locked and tracked. Even one wrong batch could ruin an entire production run worth millions of dollars. Next comes sodium lauryl sulfate, SLES, a foaming agent that creates those rich, satisfying bubbles you see every time you wash your dishes. Fun fact, foam doesn't actually clean anything. It's purely psychological. Consumers trust lather, so manufacturers engineer it to feel satisfying, not to work harder. Water is actually the largest ingredient in dish soap, making up over 60% of every bottle. But not just any water. Ultra-purified water only. Tap water contains minerals that interfere with the formula. So the plant removes 99.9% of all impurities before a single drop touches the batch. With raw materials received, tested, and cleared, it's finally time for the moment this whole operation builds toward. The mixing begins, right now. The mixing hall is the beating heart of this entire operation. What happens inside these towering steel vessels determines everything about the final product. First, precisely measured purified water is pumped into the vessel, temperature controlled to exactly 42 degrees Celsius. Temperature precision here is non-negotiable. Next, the LAS surfactant is introduced through a sealed injection port, pumped in at a controlled rate measured down to the nearest gram per second. The ratio of each ingredient is a closely guarded trade secret. Sunlight's formula is protected by international patent law. Competitors have tried to copy it for decades. SLS, the foaming agent, follows next, cascading into the vessel in a steady white stream. The mixture immediately begins reacting, thickening before your eyes. At this stage, the mixture looks nothing like dish soap. It's a pale, thick, almost gel-like slurry, and it smells absolutely nothing like lemons yet. Now the agitator engages at full power, 3,000 RPM, powerful enough to blend a truck's worth of material into a perfectly uniform mixture in minutes. Inside the vessel, the agitator blades create a violent vortex, a chemical tornado forcing every molecule into contact with every other molecule simultaneously. This single mixing batch produces enough dish soap to stock an entire Walmart supercenter, every shelf, every aisle, 3 times over. One batch. After 12 minutes of high-speed blending, mixing stops. Samples are pulled from multiple vessel points and rushed immediately to the quality lab before anything moves forward. The lab runs over 20 separate tests on every single batch, checking viscosity, pH, microbial content, fragrance concentration, and color accuracy, all within 30 minutes. pH is critical. Sunlight's formula must hit exactly between 6.5 and 7.5, close to neutral, to be safe on skin and maximally effective on grease. If any single test fails, the entire batch, worth over $40,000, is immediately quarantined. No exceptions, no shortcuts, not a single bottle reaches a shelf. Once a batch passes all 20 tests, the green light is given. The massive transfer valves open, and the approved mixture begins its journey to the next stage.
The approved base formula now travels through an insulated pipeline system stretching over half a mile inside this single building. Stage 2 is about to begin.
Stage 2, the additive injection phase. This is where the base formula transforms from a plain detergent into the actual sunlight product millions of people know and love.
First additive injected, the colorant. Just milliliters of concentrated yellow dye transforms an entire 1,000-liter batch from pale white to that iconic sunlight yellow, instantly. That yellow color is not random. Consumer research involving over 50,000 participants confirmed that yellow signals lemon, clean, and effective, better than any other color tested.
Next, preservatives and antimicrobial agents are injected, invisible ingredients that give every bottle an 18-month shelf life while keeping the formula biologically stable and safe.
If you're amazed by this process so far, smash that like button right now and subscribe so you never miss another factory deep dive like this one. Back on the factory floor, the now yellow base formula enters the viscosity tuning station, where engineers adjust its thickness to hit the exact pour consistency consumers expect. Viscosity is everything in dish soap. Too thin, it pours out wastefully fast. Too thick, it won't spread. The target range is tighter than you'd ever imagine.
To thicken the formula, engineers add sodium chloride, common table salt. Just grams of it dramatically increases viscosity by restructuring the surfactant molecules into a denser network.
That's right, the same salt sitting in your kitchen shaker is a key engineering ingredient in dishwashing liquid. The chemistry is genuinely hiding in plain sight everywhere. Viscosity confirmed and locked. Now comes the most anticipated moment in this entire production process, the lemon fragrance injection. This is where sunlight truly becomes sunlight. The lemon fragrance blend contains over 30 individual aroma compounds, some natural citrus extracts, some lab-synthesized molecules, working together to create one single recognizable scent. The fragrance is injected in liquid form at precisely controlled pressure. Too fast and the aroma compounds degrade. This injection runs slower than any other step in the process. The moment fragrance enters the batch, sensors detect the aroma concentration in real time, ensuring the scent is strong enough to smell through the bottle, but not overwhelming. After fragrance injection, the fully formulated sunlight liquid rests in a holding vessel for 45 minutes, allowing every compound to fully integrate before the next stage begins. Integration complete. The formula is now officially finished, chemically perfect, scented, colored, and stable. What happens next is where sheer industrial scale takes your breath away. The finished formula now enters the bottling hall, a space so large, so loud, and so fast that first-time visitors have literally stopped walking and stared in disbelief. This bottling hall runs 16 filling lines simultaneously, each one capable of filling over 1,200 bottles every single minute. Do the math. It's staggering. That's 19,200 bottles every minute. Over 1 million bottles every single hour. This facility produces more dish soap in one day than most countries use in a month. Empty bottles arrive here by the truckload, pre-manufactured at a separate facility and delivered on enormous pallets, shrink-wrapped in towers nearly 2 stories high. Before touching a single drop of formula, every empty bottle passes through an automated air rinse station, a powerful burst of filtered air blasting any dust or debris out. Now the filling nozzles. Each one is a precision instrument, engineered to dispense an exact volume of formula into every bottle with an accuracy of plus or minus 1 milliliter. The fill happens in under 2 seconds per bottle. A laser sensor verifies the exact fill level before the bottle advances. Any underfill is automatically rejected without human input. Filled bottles immediately move to the capping station. In a blur of mechanical arms, each bottle receives its white cap, torqued to exactly the right tightness, every time. Cap torque is tested on randomly selected bottles every 20 minutes. Too loose, it leaks in transit. Too tight, elderly consumers cannot open it. Balance is mandatory. Filled, capped, and moving fast, these bottles now approach the labeling station. And the label that goes on is far more engineered than anything you've ever considered. The Sunlight label looks simple. It isn't. Each one is a precision-printed, pressure-sensitive film engineered to survive heat, moisture, grease, and daily handling for up to 3 years. Sunlight's label team runs over 15 design iterations annually, adjusting colors, fonts, and icons to respond to consumer research, regulatory changes, and competitor movements in the market. On the production floor, label rolls arrive on enormous spools, each one carrying over 20,000 individual labels. The labeling machine applies them at 400 bottles per minute. Label placement accuracy must be within 1 millimeter every single time. A misaligned label at retail triggers consumer complaints and retailer chargebacks worth thousands per incident. Labeled, filled, capped, and verified, these bottles are nearly ready for the world. But first, they must survive the most demanding quality gauntlet in the consumer goods industry. The quality control zone spans an entire wing of this facility. 23 separate automated inspection systems check every single bottle before it can leave this building. Not one is skipped. Station 1. Weight verification. Every bottle is weighed to the nearest tenth of a gram. An underfilled bottle is detectable here even if the laser sensor somehow missed it. Station 3. Cap integrity scanning. An automated torque probe tests 1 in every 50 bottles for seal strength. Simultaneously, a vision system checks every cap for cracks or deformities. The most advanced station uses near-infrared spectroscopy, scanning the formula through the bottle wall without opening it, confirming the chemical fingerprint matches the approved master formula exactly. Share this with someone who'd never believe a bottle of dish soap goes through this much science. Most people have absolutely no idea. Blow their minds right now. Beyond automated systems, human inspectors perform randomized manual checks every 30 minutes, pulling bottles off the line, opening them, smelling them, and checking viscosity by hand. Every quarter, Sunlight sends anonymous bottles purchased from retail stores to an independent third-party lab, verifying the product reaching consumers matches what left this factory. No exceptions. Any bottle failing any inspection is automatically diverted to a reject conveyor, sorted by failure type and either reprocessed or destroyed. 0 compromised bottles leave this facility. 0. Past every inspection, every scanner, every human check, the surviving bottles now enter the final stage inside this building, packaging. And this operation runs at a scale that defies logic. High-speed robotic arms, moving faster than the human eye can comfortably track, group bottles into cases of 12, 24, or 48, depending on retailer specifications. Each case is automatically printed with a unique QR-coded batch identifier, linking every box to the exact mixing batch, date, line, and operator shift that produced its contents. Sealed cases then travel to the automated palletizing zone, where robotic stacking systems build floor-to-ceiling pallets with architectural precision, layer by layer, at breathtaking speed. This distribution warehouse holds over 400,000 cases at any given moment, a rolling inventory worth over $12 million, ready to ship within 24 hours' notice. Orders from Walmart, Target, Kroger, and Costco arrive electronically, triggering an automated pick-and-ship sequence that can load a full 40-foot trailer in under 90 minutes flat. Loaded trucks leave this facility every 11 minutes, around the clock, every day of the year, fanning out across America's highway network to restock shelves nationwide. Before we reveal the numbers that will genuinely stop you in your tracks, let's meet the people who make all of this happen, shift after shift, every single day. This single facility employs over 2,200 full-time workers, engineers, chemists, machine operators, logistics coordinators, and safety specialists, across 3 rotating shifts running non-stop. The average Sunlight factory worker has been here for 11 years. That institutional knowledge, knowing every sound, every vibration, every warning sign, is completely irreplaceable by any machine. Safety here is obsessive. This facility has logged over 3 million consecutive work hours without a single lost time injury, a record that took 14 years to build. Sunlight has reduced water consumption in this facility by 43% over the last decade, recycling processed water through closed-loop systems that would have otherwise gone straight to drain. Every Sunlight bottle produced here is now made with at least 50% post-consumer recycled plastic, and the target is 100% recycled content before 2030. The facility's roof hosts one of the largest rooftop solar arrays in American manufacturing, generating enough electricity to power every single office, lab, and control room in this complex. Now, the numbers. Are you ready? Because what this factory produces in a single week is almost impossible to fully visualize, no matter how many times you hear it. In one single week, this factory produces enough Sunlight dish soap to wash every dirty dish in the entire state of California. Every household, every restaurant, every hotel.
In 1 year, the volume of Sunlight produced here could fill the Empire State Building, floor to ceiling, lobby to antenna, more than 4 times over. 4 times.
Sunlight's lemon scent is so chemically stable that bottles sitting on a store shelf for 18 months still smell identical to the day they were manufactured. Identical. If every Sunlight bottle produced in 1 year were stacked end to end, the line would stretch from New York City to Los Angeles and back over 6 times. The lemon fragrance compounds used annually in this facility weigh more than a fully loaded Boeing 747 passenger aircraft and cost more than most American homes. Per month, the conveyor belt systems running inside this single building, if laid end to end, would stretch over 31 miles. The maintenance team walks every inch of it. Every week, Sunlight is sold in over 40 countries worldwide, with the lemon variant alone generating more annual revenue than the entire gross domestic product of several small sovereign nations. Here's perhaps the most humbling fact of all. The average American household goes through 42 bottles of dish soap every single year. You're never more than days from that's a scale equivalent to the GDP of Luxembourg. From a tanker truck arriving before sunrise to your kitchen sink, every bottle of Sunlight travels an invisible journey of extraordinary science, precision, and human dedication. Every single one. The next time you reach for that yellow bottle, you'll know. You'll see the tanker trucks, the mixing vessels, the robots, the inspectors. You'll know every single step.
If this video changed how you see everyday objects, subscribe right now. Next week, we're going inside another factory that will absolutely blow your mind. You do not want to miss it.
Thanks for going inside the Sunlight factory with us today. Drop a comment. What everyday product should we explore next? We read every single one. See you inside.